I am CCGRL, and today I'm going to show you how to do long division. I'm going to explain how to do it, and it's going to be super fun because you're going to learn some new things, and it's not going to be as hard as you think. Alright, so let's get straight into it. Alright, so before you start doing long division, you have to know the steps of long division, because if you don't have the steps in your mind, then you're not going to know how to do it. So, the steps are divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and then you repeat. And you have to do it in that order, and you're going to memorize this. So, there's a super easy way you can do that, though. You don't have to use this, but it's a mnemonic device, and it is, does McDonald's sell burgers raw? And the answer is, I don't know, because I don't go to McDonald's that often. Anyways, so that's the mnemonic device that can help you learn the steps of division. So, long division, you might be scared because you're like, it has division, multiplying, subtracting, and bringing down. That's like a ton of steps, and I'm super scared of all those things. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. It's not that hard, and I'm sure you can do it, because I can do it, and other people can do it. You can learn how to do it too. Alright, so let's start solving the problem. So the problem is 4 divided by 6,589. You might be scared because you're like, wow, that's a big number. I don't know why I'm going to do this. Don't worry. I'm just going to do, it's actually pretty simple. It gets a lot harder because there's a lot of other things you need to learn about it. So it's just a simple problem. And as you see, we have the list of the steps on the side so we don't lose our track and we actually get this problem solved. Alright, so let's get straight into the first step, which is dividing. So you see the yellow numbers, those are going to be the ones we're going to be dividing from. So this number over here is the number that you're going to be dividing for everything. So 4 is the number that you're dividing this number from. And the first step to do this is you're going to divide from the first number here, which is the 6. It doesn't have to be a 6, and that number doesn't even have to be a 4. But you're going to divide these two numbers. And divide means you're going to see how many times it goes into the number. And that basically means you need, so how many times does that number go in? So 4 goes into 6 one time, because how many can you fit, basically? How many 4s can you fit into 6? And that's 1, because 2 4s would mean 8. And it needs to be the smaller. So, yeah. Alright, so that's 1. So that's what you have to do to divide. Hopefully that wasn't confusing, because we have to do some more dividing a little bit later. Alright, the next step is to multiply. So what is 4 times 1? You're going to multiply the number that you put up here, which you put right above the first number, and then you're going to divide it with 4. And that 4 times 1 is 4, because, that's pretty simple. And that's all you have to do for multiplying for now. Next is subtracting, and you're going to subtract, so 4, like going back, multiplying, you put the answer beneath the 6. So when you multiply, you put the number below, and when you divide, you put the number above. Does that make sense? Okay. Now you're going to subtract, and you're going to subtract the 6, the 4. So what is 6 minus 4? That equals 2. Pretty simple too. So, yeah. Next is bringing down. So that means the next number beside it. You see this line? It's 1, 6, 4, 2. You're going to move over to the next line. The next number is 5. You're going to bring down that number. Whatever number it is, it doesn't have to be 5. You're going to just bring it down. We use arrows to show that. So 5, bring down here to the 2. That makes 25. And you might be like, well, that's super confusing. I don't know how to remember that. But it's pretty simple, so don't get worried. Alright, next is repeating the steps. You're going to repeat steps starting with division. And it's going to be like this. So how many times does 4 go into 25? Because every time you divide, you're going to go to the bottom number. So whatever the lowest number is, you're going to divide that with the 4. So what is 4 divided by 25. How many times does it go together? And since this might be a pretty tricky one to think of, you can, if you're stuck, you can just use skip counting. So we have 4 through 40. This is the 4 skip counting sequence. And it's super easy to do this. You just have to skip count to closest number to 25. And then you have to find out how many times did you skip count. That's 6. So 4 divided by 25 is 6. And you're going to put that 6 right up here above the 5. All right. So next is multiplying. And you're going to multiply 4 with 6. And 4 times 6 equals 24. Because we went over that with the skip counting. All right. And then we have 24 minus 25. And since we're subtracting, we're going to put the number over here. So that equals 1. And then we're going to bring down the 8. And that makes 18. So see how we did that? That's the second round of the steps. All right, next we repeat again. So what's 4? How many times does 4 go into 18? 4 goes into 18 4 times. And you put the 4 above the 8. And then there is, what is 4 times 4? 4 times 4 is 16. I moved it up there so we have more room to do the problem. You can see it. And 4 times 4 is 16. So then you should subtract 18 with 16. And 18 minus 16 equals 29. And then you repeat. Well, actually, wait, hold on. So it actually equals 2. But then we brought down the 9. So technically it equals 29. So, yeah, sorry about that. I got confused a bit. I was going too fast. Alright, so you understand. Brought down the 9, that makes 29. Yeah. And then repeat again. So, let's begin the process again. So you see how this is going in a cycle? Just going over and over again? Okay. Yeah, I hope you do. Alright, next is, how many times does 4 go into 29? 4 goes into 29 7 times. Then you multiply. What is 4 times 7? 28. 4 times 7 is 28. And then what is 28 minus 29? And that equals 1. Well, wait a minute. We don't have any other numbers to bring down. That means that we have finished the problem. But we still have this 1 left over. We have to make sure that everything is up here. So what we'll do for that is we'll put an R next with the 1. It doesn't have to be a 1. It could be whatever number you have left. R means remainder, and that means there's 1 left over. So, yeah, it's pretty easy to put an R there. It's yellow here. All right, so yeah, let's see our answer. So, 4 divided by 6,589 equals 1,647, remainder 1. So yeah, that's the answer. I hope this helped you learn how to do long division. It's really that easy. It's not hard at all. And if it is hard for you, it might be a bit confusing. Use the mnemonic device. Keep practicing, and you'll get better and better and learn how to do it faster and faster. All right. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and get notifications on if you would like to. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!